Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Best of 67's Workshop. Welcome to issue number 73 of Build the Batmobile from the classic 1966 TV series Batman, brought to you by our good old mates over at Fanhome. Now, if you want to build this 1/8 scale Batmobile along with me, hop over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can own this iconic piece of TV history, folks. So let's have a quick scope through the magazine and see what's in there this week. We got the Penguin there, the Penguin Declines. I do love how everything was labelled up in these TV shows, I must admit. Great Batman comics, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Batman 01, the main streets of Gotham City there. We've then got continuation there of more of the Batman comics there. We then got our car parts for this week, which is the seat frame, the seat back with all the screws. We're going to be assembling that, putting the pads in, dropping the seat into our interior. So we're going to need that from the previous issue. And then this is what we're going to end up with today, folks, at the end. Nice pair of front seats in there, looking rather sexy, ready for when we start doing the rest of the interior. So we'll get all of our bits on the bench and start a bit of assembly for you folks. So here's our seat parts. This is what we've got left over from the last issue there, the seat with the pads. We then got the seat back and the seat frame. Now this was a bit fiddly last time out, if I remember rightly. But it is what it is, folks. It will go in. It's just a matter of perseverance. A little bit of a persuasion fit, but it will go. Okay, so I'm going in at a jaunty angle, like so, and lining this side up first. Now, you've got to really give this a bit of welly to get it to conform, folks, I'm afraid. So, yeah, just be careful with your framework. It will fit. It's just like you say. Matter of hooking it over this lug here and then work your way bottom to top on this side. Squeeze that one in. That'll instinctively now pop that one in, and that'll leave this top one. And again, just press with your thumb like so, loop it over, and then the seat will start conforming to that frame. Okay, so that's that now in place. Just quickly check from the front there. It looks reasonably good. And then we can put our little foam pads in now. And I just tuck these underneath these little ear holes, like so, just to hold it in place whilst we're manoeuvring the seat about. And then the same with that one, like that. And then you can just slide that up towards the top. Okay, so that's that done. We can now grab our seat back and rest that in situ. Now, these frames can warp a little bit in transit, so bear that in mind. And also start from the top, because the angled screws are quite difficult to get in if you do it the other way around. I remember this from the last time I did one of these. So press it in, and you'll be able to see your screw hole right down the bottom there. And then just feed the screws in, just like that. Like I say, by doing the top ones first, I just found for me, it went in a little bit easier. I'll just make out where that hole is there. Yeah, that's gone in. Like I say, you might not get them first time in, but just persevere, and then they'll go. Right, we can get the other four in now. A little bit of oil. And then we can start tweaking this. And as you can see, it's quite a bit out. You just need to give it a bit of stick, like so. And then the screw hole will line up, because the frames do tend to warp. Don't know why, they just do. Grab the next one. A little bit of oil. Do the same on the other side there. Fully hone that, and then that leaves the 2 front screws to go in place, just like so. You can just see that in there. And then the last one, like so. Spin that round, and that one's popped straight into line. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the threads on this seat pegs before I put it in, just to make it easier for me. Like that. So we can bring our interior in. And we can look at putting this seat in place. Like that. Pop. And then that screwed out. Like that, and that is now ready to go. Looking rather nice, isn't it? And again, I shall do what I did before. I shall super glue these belts in place, I think, because I think it just looks a little bit more neater for my liking. So don't know why, it's just my preference. You don't have to do this on yours. But for me, I just want to do that on mine. So we're going to go about there. Like that. And then we'll pull the seatbelt under. Like that. There you go, that's now conformed. And then we'll pull this one back slightly as well. Just tuck that round there like so. What I'm trying to do is just pop that loop out the way like that. There you go. Just so that the seatbelt tucks in the side of the carpet. Just neatens it up for me. And then we'll do the same with this little clasp. A little dot facing upwards. Like that. And then we'll just press that in situ, like so. And then a little dab on the belt. Like that. For me, it just neatens it up. Just my personal preference, folks. You don't have to do that on yours, but I choose to do it on mine. For me, it just looks a little bit more neater. Okay, so that's what we've got at the end of this issue, folks. We got both our front seats in now, looking rather stupendous. We got our bat phone in, we got our interior light lit. We've got to have buttons working and all of that. So if you want to grab this for yourself and build one of these along with me, folks, head over to the Fanhome website. There's a link to click in the description below. Pop. And you too can be building this 1/8 scale Batmobile. In the meantime, to help me out, you can just click little fester in the corner there and subscribe to the channel. I'll be immensely grateful. Ring the bell whilst you're there to get notified of upcoming content. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now.